while we're waiting for the internet to return to online, we can watch how to hard carry a game against a Viktor one trick, as you can see by his name, Victorious. And we can see how I carry games, and maybe you can learn a thing or two. So we're gonna speed it up at the beginning, because I don't do anything too fancy. Using my my enduring sword, you already know. So the runes I take are Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Zombie War, or not Zombie War, Ghost Portal, and Relentless Hunter. And for the secondary tree, this game I'm running Nimbus Cloak and Transcendence. I'm trying to give up Water Walking because jungling isn't as important anymore. So I'm going to be trying out Nimbus Cloak for a while. It feels pretty strong to me, to be honest. So I'm going to be running it. So what I do every game is I put a Ghost Portal in one of these 4 bushes. This bush, this bush, this bush, or this bush. This is so you can, this is warding the entrance to the Scuttle Crab, which is very important for junglers. Even if it's not as important to run Water Walking anymore, I still think Scuttle Crab is still kind of important. So it's to ward the entrance to the Scuttle Crab, because usually people go buff to camp to straight in, and then the Ghost Portal will catch it. And then I always ward one of the pixel bushes, this one or this one. In this game I will do a Ghost Portal here and a ward here. This is securing the top side Scuttle Crab for us. And Karthus is gonna ward this side too, so don't gotta worry about it. Sion's sitting here taunting him. Okay, basically nothing interesting happens, but I just want to explain my thought process why I put a Ghost Portal here. And the Ghost Portal also gives you extra AD in lane, which will help you out a little bit with the CSing and the kills and such. Oh yeah, and for shards, this game I'm running the scaling CDR to 10%, adaptive force, and plus 8 magic resist. That is what I'm running for the shards, forgot to mention that. I run the CDR, the Transcendence, and the scaling CDR, so I can only build Yomu's and Dustblade and get the 40% at level 11. And it feels really nice to me, which is why I do it. Personal preference, run whatever you want. I like CDR. So right here, I'm trying to get a W on him while getting the CS as well. Because I know he's taking Resolve secondary. I want to pop his Bone Plating early. When he goes in for a Q trade like that, you can W him because he's stunned in place while he's doing his Q animation. So you'll get a free W on him. You always want to line up. See, look, what I do always on Talon is I farm and I try to get poking at the same time. Instead of just wasting my W, like, I could be right here, right? Just throwing Ws at him or whatever. Instead, I play safer because playing like this won't get you ganked as often. So I play like this. Play like this. You don't get ganked as often and it's worth your mana. So here, you might not even get the trade going. You might not even hit both your Ws because you're wasting mana and you're missing CS for trying to get a trade. This way, you get the CS plus you get a trade in as well. So every time a minion is low in front of him, I will throw a W at the minion and also try to hit him at the same time. It's the best way to poke people out in trades. So speed this up. That's basically the main trading thing. So okay, so let me explain what I do right here. Why I do what I do. So right here, I hit level 2. I'm healing up off of queuing the minion. And he just wasted his Q. So I want to go in for a trade here. Get the trade going. He starts this, so he only has 2 pots while I have 3. So I'll heal up more. Plus I have sustain in my kit. So I will win this 100%. That's why I went for that trade. Because he had his Q down, I can just go in for a free trade. While it's not the most effective free trade, it's still good. And now I just Q heal and sustain back up. Letting it push into me so I don't die to ganks. Just farm it up. Doesn't matter if you miss CS. You just want to farm. You can just get as much CS as possible, as safe as possible. That's how you want to play Talon early game. Or at least that's how I want to play Talon early game. This is a high plat game, so you can't pull off your bullshit of going for level 2 kills and playing aggressive as fuck. You'll get punished really hard for it. There, I missed the CS because Q animation, Omega Lol. That doesn't really matter. Get the minion wave. Get the cannon. Push it in. He has no mana, so push it in and back. Since it's a cannon wave, it'll freeze right here, and then it'll push back to me. And then because he has no mana, he can't push it back as fast. So by the time I get back to lane, I'll have most of the CS. I back and get my Dirk. Here, I probably have... I don't remember the fucking button. But I probably have... I don't know the fucking button, whatever. But I probably have enough gold for a pot. Or I can buy a pot or a pink ward or something like that. That's just personal preference. I don't like buying more pots than the first 3 you start off with. But you can buy pots, you can buy pink wards if you want to. If that's how you like to play. So now, I get the full wave back. And I'm just pushing it. Actually, no, I'm freezing it here. Then I'm pushing it. Get most of the CS. Here my character froze because of crit Q animation. You gotta initiate another command for the auto attack sometimes. And then, because I know the scuttle crabs are gone, I'd come over here to put a pink ward. Or not a pink ward, a ghost pearl. And then I'm putting this ward here to see if they're waiting in the bush for me. Or if Nasus is coming by and I can get a free kill on him. Here, it's a tiny little mistake, but here I should have... I was trying to aim for this, but I misclicked. I should have thrown it to here, then we would have seen him. But I knew for sure he was on there. That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to see how low he was, because if he was lower, if he was like half, I would have went for the kill. If we saw him. So yeah, yada yada yada, boring lane, boring lane. Just doing the trading tactics I taught. I was talking about. If he goes for a Q, just get a W on him. Blah blah blah. He's level 6 here. You can't fight him. He out damages you. Now, here's where he fucks up. So let me tell you something. You do not want to be tower diving anymore. Because towers just do too much fucking damage. And let me show you why. This dude tries to fucking tower dive me because he's 6 and I'm 5. But I know I'm about to hit 6 because I'm ahead of him. Right? I'm ahead of him EXP wise because I got the push off here. And then I backed and then I came back. And then as he was pushing the wave back and he backed, I got the whole wave again. So I'm up in EXP, but because I'm not up in EXP at this particular moment is because I got a full fucking wave and a half sitting here. So once I get this wave, I'm level 6 and that's the goal here. I didn't think he was actually going to try to tower dive me, but it worked out on my benefit. So I throw the W to 1, get 2 stacks on him, and 2 to slow him into the tower. So he takes 2 tower shots, right? And then all I'm doing is so here at this exact second, the minion, I know I'm about to level 6, right? So as the minion dies, I start running up because I know I'm gonna hit 6. That minion, look, so I flash the frame the minion dies to hit 6. And I ult here to get the Nimbus Cloak movement speed to catch up to him to kill him because I got 2 stacks previously on him from him trying to turret dive me. And then that's a free kill. Easy as that. The game's over. At this point, the game's over. Because he took barrier and he took resolve secondary and he still died to me because he tried to do a super tower dive because he didn't realize what level I was. Or my EXP. You gotta always keep in mind when your laner's gonna hit crucial levels. Like, you gotta know when your laner's gonna hit 6, when the laner's gonna hit 2, etc. And then you can abuse the people not knowing that very well, like I just did here. So, before that, right, he hasn't gained a single CS, right? I was down to 25, I believe. And because of that, I get a kill, and I get plus 15 CS, and I'm only down 10 CS. I'm winning now. So before I wasn't really winning. I was just scavenging for CS to get as much as I could. Try to get little trades in with them here and there. But now that I got that kill, and I got that whole entire wave, and he died, and wasted both of his summoners, it's over. So I go back, get 2 longswords and boots. You want to get boots. I don't upgrade boots until second item, after second item, but you can definitely, you definitely want your boots early though. So I get 2 longswords and boots because that's what I could afford. If I could afford the warhammer, I would have went for the warhammer. But 2 longswords and boots are good enough. Now, saw what I did there, right? Without Tiamat, you don't need Tiamat. You do not need Tiamat on Talon. Yes, if you fall behind, you want to get Tiamat, but you get Tiamat when you're behind. You don't have damage. You don't have damage, you're not going to come back. Because you need to get kills to come back. So, if you're ahead, you one-shot the wave anyway. You're behind, you need damage to kill people. So, there's literally no situation. Well, not no situation, but Tiamat is like an optional item. You don't need to build it. It's not a 100% buy every game kind of item. I one-shot the wave just fine. Wave cleared it without Tiamat. If you want to buy Tiamat, that's up to you. But I prefer no Tiamat. So here, I'm just putting pressure down because they're pushing Ezreal in. And he can get this wave. They also missed this couple CS because I pressured. Now here, I see Viktor come down. And I wait to see if he's going to come around here. And then I'll go for a kill on him. But I didn't realize he had this warded, so he knew I was waiting here. So, yeah. That's why that didn't work out. So now the game's over. The game's over. I have my ult up again. Throw the slow-mo flower. Slow-mo flower. So, I know he has no flash. I know he has no summoners. I'm ahead. That's all I need. Game's over. Let's do a slow-mo flower on his ass. Throw the W out. Throw the W out. Q ulti. Pop! I ignite him just in case his shield would save him there. It's as easy as that. Now, if I didn't ignite him, I could have killed the Nasus here. That was a mistake on my part. If I did not ignite him, I would have killed Nasus there. But I thought the shield would save him because I thought he was maxing it. Because I'm used to playing against Viktor top. And they max Q, not E. So, what I do here is I just push the wave in and then back. Just try to push it in as much as possible. They're trying to dive me. Yeah, Nasus ins. Whatever. I just back here. Yeah, it's game over. I got my dust blade. It's game over. Nothing you can do. So now here's my only death of the game where I make a mistake here. So Karthus is going to fight here, right? I see that on my minimap. And I come over this combo. Okay, so here's where I make the mistake. I W in and then I E in, I Q over, Q auto attack, W ult, right? But in that split second during my WR, I'm running up. So because I'm running up, I get into a slow field and I get stunned by it, which cost me my life. Or not stunned by it, but I get slowed by it. And then I don't get the kill here because Sejuani showed up. Unfortunate. But happens. My only death of the game though. So I'll replay it again. I'll show you what I did wrong in more depth so you don't make the same mistake. So I E over the wall. Q auto. You hear the Dustblade proc. W ult. And then I'm running upwards, and that's going to get me stunned by the W. Viktor's W. If I didn't get stunned there... Look where everybody is, right? If I did not get stunned there, I run up to him with my Nimbus Cloak and my ult movement speed. I auto-attack him. He dies. because I was invisible long enough to get the Dustblade proc, as you can see here. And the auto attack would have just bursted him. So, okay, imagine he dies right here. Then I E over and I kill Gnosis next. So that stun there costs me a kill and my life because I'm greedy. That's like the only game. That's like the only mistake I make this game. I could have got these 2 kills and been out if I didn't get stunned by that W field. But because I ran up a little bit too far, because I thought Viktor would run this way, I lose out on a kill for it and my life. Now let's see, we're going back to mid lane. We're just gonna push it out because we gotta make sure to deny Viktor as much as possible. Clearing without Tiamat. Wow, who would have thought? You don't need Tiamat. Now I'm running into his jungle to check where he is, and he's just right there. So I jump this wall to negate his slow, and I can get over here to proc passive on him. And he runs into me. Auto Q auto, proc passive, ignite him, he's dead. It's easy as that. Now I bait Viktor into running into me. I just throw the W out and just keep running. So I can explain how I fought this better, I think. So here's me. I'm walking from mid lane. I know Gnosis is in his jungle because he's just trying to power farm. So I'm checking if his Raptors are up. If they're not up, then I know he's topside because there's nothing else to farm bot. If they are, no, if they're down, I know he's topside. If they're up, then I put a ward here and see when he comes to get him, so we know where he is in the jungle. So here I get my 3 stacks on him. I E here to get out of the slow field, and then I immediately ult so I can get a passive proc on Viktor in case he ever tries to come fight. I auto attack Gnosis with the Dustblade proc. Okay, I don't have to go this slow, I guess. Run away, kite for his cooldowns. Kite for my cooldowns, I mean. Auto Q auto. Kill, proc passive, run away. And then Karthus is here, so I just throw the W to slow him. Pretty much all I do. And he's dead. Then we take Infernal Dragon here. Take Infernal Dragon, I back. Get a Dirk. Still no Tiamat. Because I don't like the item. I don't think it's good. Oh, it's not that I don't think it's good. I don't think it's needed every game. Get a Dirk and another longsword. I feel like I'm not really explaining, like, how I'm roaming. Whatever. I guess y'all have any questions, but I'm just roaming. I don't know. See, it's just like second nature to me. So right here, I'm just pushing in the wave. The game's pretty over at this point. We have 2 Infernal Dragons. So we see Gnosis on the wards, so I'm running straight bottom because I need to be there. Now, here's how I play this fight. I walk up to him. I'm pretty sure I auto-attack him, right? No, I Q-auto him. Throw my W ult. I run back because I don't want to get hit by the Caitlyn trap. I see the Karthus ult. And then I run over to auto-attack the Thresh to get him low enough to die to the Karthus ult. And then here, I'm walking back, kiting my cooldowns. My W's up in 1 second. I throw the Q auto, and then run back. Throw the W when it's up, and then he gets killed. I get the kill. It's easy as that. So, Gnosis is on this ward here. My bot lane is diving them. So, I run from mid. Come over here. Q, engage onto the Gnosis. W, ult the Thresh. Auto attack the Thresh with the Dustblade proc. Kill Thresh because of the Karthus ult coming through. And then Gnosis dies shortly after that. And I'm pretty sure Caitlyn dies to the Cartouche ult as well. Clearing the wave here. Here's another mistake I made. I walk up to try to get the turret, and then Viktor's right there. So I just flash immediately. Because I don't want to die. I'm worth 700 gold. If he gets that gold, he finishes his Zanya's, and then the game becomes incredibly harder to kill him. Well, not the game, but he becomes incredibly harder to kill. So I'd rather waste my flash there to prevent him from getting gold than to save my flash to kill him at another point. If that makes sense. Because I won't be able to kill him at another point if he finishes his Zanya's. Because you can just throw the W field on him when he's like stasis, and I'll just die to it. So here I wait because I think somebody's going to try to come push the mid turret. So I just wait here for a little bit. That's all I do. Nobody comes. So I leave because I see Cartouche fighting the Nasus. And then how I get this kill, I just auto Q auto the Sejuani. I ult to catch the movement speed to catch the Nasus. He just gives up because that's what he has to do. And yeah. So you want to auto Q auto as much as possible. It's very important. It'll get you a lot of kills. Like Sejuani was not expecting that burst damage from me there with the auto Q auto. I back, get my Ghost Blade, another long sword. I still haven't finished my tier 2 boots yet, but I don't need to. So here I see the bot lane pushing alone. I say it's time to get a kill. Come over. I ult immediately to get a passive proc on Caitlyn. I run this way because Thresh just misses his hook. I just ran the right way. So I ult. She runs this way, right? So I just try to dodge the Thresh hook, and then when she's max range away, you Q on her and you proc your passive instantly. And it's as easy as that. Free kill. Missed the cannon. Omega lol. But yeah. If you want to do the ult Q combo, you gotta be max range or close to max range. Because your ult won't finish them. Your ult won't like collapse and put the blade stack on them if you do it any closer. So yeah. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. So here I'm just pushing the bot lane because I see Nasus top. Nasus and Thresh top. Viktor's mid lane clearing. The only person that could be here is Caitlyn because Sejuani is also dead. So Caitlyn gets Karthus ulted, so she has to back off. Now here, I just walk around and see if she'll try to walk up and try to fight me. She doesn't, so I just walk away. Go wait in the bush. I have my Dustblade proc up, so I know I'm not seen, so I can wait here as long as I need to. Because I have Dustblade proc up, and I know I'm not being seen. So eventually she's gonna walk back and get the CS, and when she does, let's get that free kill on her, baby. It's easy as that. I don't think I do anything else too spectacular for the rest of the game. Just mostly macro shit. Just farm as much as I can, push the waves out, yada yada yada. It's all that good macro stuff. There I try to take the red buff. I see Sejuani and then walk up, I just walk away. Not Sejuani, Nasus. Okay, what do I do here? So I hear... Oh yeah, it was Nasus, not Sejuani. Anyway, here, I'm just pushing the wave in, backing. Now, I'm gonna back here, but I hear the Sion ult. So I know, okay, this is a free kill. So I wait for the Sion ult to show up to hit the Nasus, and then I go in. And then I just burst him instantly with the WQR combo. We have triple Inferno, this game is over. Pretty much it. And here I'm getting Scuttle Crab because I need a little bit extra gold for my Edge of Night here. And yeah. Get my Edge of Night, triple lethality, the game is over. There is nothing they can do. I am too strong. Here, Nasus is just pushing alone. Let's get a auto Q auto on him. No, I just auto Q. I didn't get another auto on him. So here, this is your max damage combo, by the way. This combo right here is your maximum damage one. I auto him for the Dustblade proc. W ult. Auto Q, and then there would be another auto in there if he lived. And that's your max damage combo, because the double Dustblade proc will get you the max damage. And then your double Dustblade plus crit Q is your max damage combo you can do within a reasonable time, at least. You can have like long drawn out fights against like tanks and bruisers, like shredding BC stacks and shit like that against them, but if you want to burst somebody, that's your most damage. That's your most damaging combo. And then here's boring macro stuff, blah blah blah, pushing the wave, blah blah blah. Pushing the wave, blah blah blah, boring macro stuff, blah blah blah, go top, help Scion, blah blah blah. Just boring macro stuff. Which is probably what I should be trying to teach is the macro. I see that guy go in, just go in and burst him, doesn't matter. Get a W stack on him, Q ult when I get in range of him, blah blah blah. I see Thresh and Viktor walk up. I have no mana with no ult, so I just back off. Go do the other inhibitor. Macro boys. Here I get hooked. I flash instantly because I don't want to get Sejuani ulted and die. But apparently she didn't have ult. Viktor just leaves the game. It's unlucky. And then here I die, but you don't have to see that. And yeah. They surrender. I didn't die here. Because I'm fucking running around with 0 mana. Trying to bait him. But yeah. That is how you... So this video teaches you the combos, why I do some of my roams, what mistakes I made, so you can prevent yourself from making those same mistakes. And boring macro stuff like grouping with your team, trying to get as many objectives as possible. I took this objective down here. I don't fucking remember what else the other objectives I took, but see how we got all these fucking turrets? Got all these objectives? That's how you win the game. Just gotta play the macro well, gotta play your combos well. And yeah, that's just all you gotta do to win a Talon. This is a high platinum game, by the way, so this isn't like some just low elo pub stomp. I'm doing this shit to half decent players, and they don't get a single turret of ours. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned a thing or two. If you have any questions, just at me on Discord. I'll answer them. If you want to know why I did something or why I didn't do something here. Only one thing that can be confusing is I always preach against ulting first into a fight, and one of my viewers questioned that why did I ult here and run into the Viktor back when he was tower diving me, and because I needed the movement speed to catch up to him to kill him, because he was already gonna die from the tower shot. He was dying to tower shots, and I just needed to get onto him to proc my passive because I already had 2 stacks from the W here. And I just needed to kill him. So I ulted early and just got in range with the ult movement speed plus the Nimbus Cloak. Queued onto him. Proc passive. He just dies. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Hope you learned a thing or two. I'm probably repeating myself. I don't know how to do outros. Goodbye. At me on Discord if you have any questions.